Hi, I'm Dr. Games and welcome to another Game Domain review. In this case, we're doing an early release copy of Planet Nomads. Planet Nomads is a real-time simulation of planetary exploration. I like to think of it as Minecraft in space. This game has been in development for an extended period and also staged a successful Kickstarter. Time invested in the product shows through in a very good gameplay. I played about 6 hours of Planet Nomads and enjoyed it very much. On to the review. On the technical side, the game downloaded in about a half an hour on my home Wi-Fi network. We're going to review Planet Nomads in 7 areas: novelty of the idea, ease of understanding, quality of the graphics, quality of sound, consistency of gameplay, engagement level from stage to stage, and replay value. Let's start with novelty of the idea. Planet Nomads is a combination of exploration, resource gathering, base building, and first-person shooter games. As I said earlier, Minecraft in space. Ease of understanding. There are no instructions that come with the game, but there is a lot of online information, mostly from the fan base. While you could eventually figure it all out through trial and error, you're well advised to seek out the videos and fan sites that explain how to play. Some nuances of the game are non-intuitive and might cause you significant frustration if you're unaware of them. Quality of the graphics. You have a variety of graphic options from screen resolution, graphics detail, contrast, etc., as shown here. While my system could handle the ultra setting, it did have some effect on gameplay. It's best to try out several settings and see which works best for you. You have a lot of options. Quality of the sound. The sound options are basically volume and muting choices. I listened to the sound both using a nice set of gaming headphones and over the HDMI feed to my flat screen TV. The background music and sound effects are appropriate, and they don't detract from the game. The game does convey warnings to you on your status if you have the sound turned on. In other words, the game talks to you and gives you feedback if you're running low on health or food, or you're thirsty or tired, etc. And that can be quite useful because you get into the game, you might not be paying attention to all of those items on your heads-up display. Consistency of gameplay. Game Nomads is utterly consistent. Your play will be a cycle of explore and gather resources, distribute the resources to your various production complexes, produce items, and then explore again. There are a couple of quantum changes in play. The first of these is once you finish your first vehicle. Once you have mobility, the world is your oyster. The second is once you build a new base camp and can rest and recover away from the original site. Engagement level from stage to stage. The game keeps you involved. As you build new objects, it becomes possible to construct even more complex and useful items. Eventually, this drives you to seek out new and rare resources, and the cycle continues. The game does fall into what resource collection gamers call farming, but this seems unavoidable in the genre. Replay value. The replay value of Planet Nomads is extremely high. In fact, I can't imagine a game with more replay value. You can either replay the scenario you originally picked, or you can explore in an entirely new area just by inputting a different name for the planet. This is one caveat that I would give to the new players. Starting situations on these planets vary wildly. If you find yourself in an untenable setting, just restart the game and pick a new game name until you find a reasonable and fun starting position. I was on my 5th planet when I struck gold in terms of available resources in a safe area. Previous locations lacked basics like water or plants, or were just extremely dangerous and filled with hostile aliens. Overall, this is a fun game with tremendous replay value, and I want to emphasize that. One caveat I would tell you is that the game benefits greatly from a large fan base. Check out the facts and videos that show you how to play. Some of the game mechanics are counterintuitive and would be very difficult to figure out through trial and error. Here are 2 sets of game mechanics that I found out through hard experience. The game saves on a regular basis over the last save you did. Unlike other games that save to a temporary location, this one overwrites your last save. So if you die or saving again, it will wipe out the previous good position save that you made. Also, animals in the game tend to be very resilient to your laser cutter. While the cutter will tear through a solid tree or rock, a small insect will not only resist your beam, it will kill you. Even though in a current early release version, Planet Nomads is a solid 9 out of 10 for solo play, and it will go even higher once the updates come along. I highly recommend this game. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next Game Domain review.